All right, we are to the final step in the process of turning our work into a fully functional website. So what we're going to do in this video is clean up any final glitches we may have. Now, at this stage of the game, GoLive is not reporting to us any bugs. We've actually been pretty good at cleaning up bugs as we go along. But we may have a few visual glitches that we need to clean up. It's a good time to inspect the site, make sure all of our images are doing what they're supposed to do. So we're going to take a look at that, clean a couple of things up. We're going to add some language down to the footer to explain to people that this is a fictitious website that was created as part of the web design tutorials in the Web Design 1 VTM. And we're going to add the meta tags to our site to help search engines locate it on the internet. After we've done that, we'll go ahead and submit our site to Google, show you how you can do that, so that people will be able to Google search for your site, which is, of course, a great search engine. And from there, we'll just kind of wrap things up with closing discussion, and you may all go home and try out your new skills as web designers. So let's get rolling, Rob.
Okay, let's take a look at our homepage again in Firefox. Now, I noticed when we were looking at it earlier, and you might not be able to see this at home, we have a 1 pixel border issue here. It looks like this background image is repeating.
Yeah, you can just barely
make it out.
And it is kind of a problem. It does kind of break a few things.
And there's one little extra glitch down here. There's a white gap right here, and there shouldn't be any gap.
And the moral of the story is to look very close for problems.
That's right. Sometimes you have to get out the magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass on the monitor.
That's right. So let's go take a look and see if we can figure out what's going on here. It's definitely this area that's repeating. So I'm just clicking on it, and I'm going to take a look. It looks like our width is set to 749, which is a problem because
we wanted 748 from way back in the beginning.
From way back. So at some point or another, that got set to 749. So let me change that real quick, and let me see if that fixes anything. It fixed something, or broke something.
Yeah, it kind of blew up our little testimonial.
Yeah, let's preview this. Let's see what. Well, it looks fine in preview. Let's go to Firefox. What can you tell us, Firefox?
Firefox says there's a problem. I do notice the gap is gone, though.
The gap is gone, so that is definitely a part of the issue.
And then down on the gold bar on the bottom, it appeared to be gone when you scrolled down.
Okay, good. So we have two things down and one new issue.
And this is typically how it's going to go when you start dealing, especially with like fixed width websites.
Yeah, so I think what happened was when we were doing the news section, remember when I measured it, it was one size, and we ended up adding a pixel.
Yeah, it was like 249 or something.
Right. And so let me see if I can grab this cell. It was this cell right here. Come here, cell. Come on. You're going to let me click you. You know what?
You could use a little table.
That's right. Let's go to our table and boxes. Click.
Yay.
Voila.
And it takes us right there.
Okay.
How awesome.
And it was 235. It started out as 234. So
we'll make it 234.
Let's make it 234.
And blam, everything falls back into place.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Preview.
Still looks good.
Good in preview.
Firefox. Loading. Looks great.
Okay. Yeah, that fixed everything.
Yeah, that fixed everything right up.
Now, there's one other thing I wanted to do. We have our site centered on the left. Let's center it in the center.
Yeah, put it right down the middle of the screen.
Yeah, and that's very easy to do. All you have to do is click anywhere outside your master table here, and then click the center button, align center.
Oh, that was too easy. You're going to tell me that worked?
Yeah, well, let's see.
2 clicks? Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so we're done here.
I like easy fixes.
Yeah, I do too. So that fixed that glitch. We have one other thing I wanted to fix here, and that was in the footer. I don't want it to be black text. I want it to be that dark blue that we've been using. I think it's this blue right here. I can do that by double-clicking on the footer and choosing the color property here. I'm going to open up our color palette, click on the color, and choose that blue, that dark blue. Save it. And let's see if I fixed it. Yes.
Very cool.
So I know you want to add a line to it.
Yeah, I want to add something to the footer.
Go right ahead.
Just go ahead and
hit
press enter.
And we'll just start typing.
Oh, just start.
See if that worked. No?
Nothing's typing.
We have the wrong tool selected.
Oh.
Somehow.
Yeah, we need to be over here on the edit tool.
Yeah.
So
there we go.
Press enter, and of course this puts us in a whole new paragraph. So I'm going to add this is a fictitious site created as part of the tutorials. Yeah, I'm making this up as I go, guys. So let's see. I can spell too. You want to watch? Tutorials included with the web design 1. So say VTM or video training module. Let's do video training module. It just makes more sense.
Because people don't know.
Yeah, might not know what a VTM is. Video training module from 3D Buzz.
Okay.
So cool. Now, yeah, that fits in kind of nice. Let's just kind of preview that. Oh, it's in all caps and wrapping. So we'll need to kind of bring that down. Now, I wonder if I can do this.
Okay.
I don't know if I can. So if I break something, can you fix it?
I'll try.
Okay. So let's see. I'm in a whole new paragraph, which means I should be able to do a block style.
Right.
So let's go ahead and click on New Generic.
Before you do that, you want to deselect the one you currently have selected. Basically here.
Oh, okay. Switch off footer.
Right. Switch off footer.
Which made the text go white because that's the default.
Right.
So now I click on New Generic for block.
Yes.
All right. And we will call this footer. Well, no. What are we calling this footer?
It's in the footer. So
okay. So let's say footer disclaimer.
Okay.
Disclaimer. I'm kind of at an odd angle for typing, so everything's a little funny. Okay, so let's see. From here, we need to change the color. I'm going to make this a bit of a standout, kind of an eyesore. So let's make it red and click OK. Ooh, it became red. That's nice.
Nice.
And that's really about all I want to do to it. I'd like to make it a link.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Anything is possible.
Anything. Ooh, I like the way you said anything is possible. My young apprentice. I was going to say something else, but I didn't want any copyright.
Something with the Jedi.
Yeah, well, that's too late now. Now the copyright lords
are going to be all over us.
Yeah, that's it. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and make this into. Okay, so we're here. All I need to do is type in a website.
Yes.
Under the text. So let's go ahead and say www.3dbuzz.com. Press enter, and it disappears.
Because all of our links are white by default.
Yeah. So we got to come back in here to footer disclaimer. And
you'll have to add a link style, duplicate that one to start with.
Okay, so let's go over to source like we were taught.
Yeah.
And we'll take this, and I think I have the whole thing selected already.
Mm-hmm.
So Control C, and we'll jump down one and hit Control V. And guys, I've never done this before. I'm doing this all based off what Rob has showed us. So we'll just add A. So now this is a link style.
Right. Now go back to your other mode.
Okay, go back to the CSS definitions. Come down here to link style.
Notice it reappeared. Your text.
Oh yeah, it did come back. I didn't even look down.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like in the corner of my eye.
Right.
That's awesome. So let's see. While I'm here, let's say wait. Let's make it bold.
Yeah.
And that stands out very nicely. And should we underline it? Do you think?
It's all you.
What do you think? I'm just asking your opinion.
I don't think it's necessary.
All right, then we'll take it off. I trust in your opinion.
So
let's see. Let's go over to preview, and we scroll down. Oh, yeah, and that's real bright and loud, and everybody will see it, and they can click on it, and it'll take them to 3D Buzz.
Okay.
So this is not something you guys need to add on your end, though. If for some reason... Actually, one last thing, maybe. Could we center it?
Center the link?
The line. Center the whole line.
Sure. Okay. Just go back to your layout.
Go back to layout.
And hit center.
Oh, well, I guess that would work, too, wouldn't it? So bing.
Voila.
There you go. Excellente. All right, let's try this out in Firefox. Oh, yeah. Very nice.
There you go. And click.
So everybody can see that. And we shoot over to 3D Buzz. Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted to see. So that takes care of that. I guess from here we need to add those meta tags.
Yeah. Let's add our meta tags. Now,
so just for the viewers at home, what is a meta tag?
Yeah. A meta tag is there basically for the search engines and to keep certain things that you want to note up in the top. It basically keeps it out of the body area.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, stop. I hate to backtrack.
Sure.
But we kind of have to do it.
Sure.
We need to fix all these problems on all the pages, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. At some point, we need to do that.
Okay, well, we can go on about meta tags, and we'll wrap that up after we get done with that.
Sure.
So meta tags are... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No problem. Meta tags are... here in the head section, basically you have a little triangle here, and it'll show you all the items in your head section.
Right.
Now we talked about there's a head section and then there's the body section.
Sure.
So in the head section you have things like what kind of encoding it's going to have, your page is going to have, what kind of metadata, the title, and the links to your style sheets.
Okay.
As well as your internal style sheets.
Now, the user doesn't see our metadata, do they?
No.
Oh.
No, not unless they go to view source in their browser, and then they'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, GoLive automatically puts one by default. This is a meta tag.
Okay.
Called generator, and it says Adobe GoLive. Now, if you go to the source, you'll see here, this is what it is. It says generator GoLive. You can leave that in. You can take it out. It's totally optional.
We'll leave it.
It leaves nothing. Yeah,
well,
it means nothing.
We'll leave it just in case maybe somebody will find it through searching for GoLive.
Sure.
You know.
Okay.
It's another site created with GoLive.
So if you want to add a meta tag, you go from your basic, which is right here.
We've been working
on the whole time. You just go down to head.
Mm-hmm.
Drag in your meta tag, and I usually keep them together.
Sure,
so
that makes sense.
Put it next to the other one. Now over here we have a pull down, and we'll have keywords as one of those.
Okay.
And we just start typing keywords.
Okay, so let's see. Let's do logging and logs.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, what else can we add? Well, we could add all kinds of things related
tutorial
to logging. Let's kind of branch out a little bit.
Okay.
We'll say web design. Can you put spaces in here? So
sure. Yeah.
Okay. So web design, tutorial, training, 3D buzz.
Right.
And I can't think of anything else to put in there.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that'll cover it.
Keywords these days aren't quite as important as they used to be because a lot of people used them way back when to basically spam the search engines.
Spoof you. Yeah.
Yeah, they were lying to the search engines.
Right.
And so places like Google and Yahoo, I think they glance at them, but I don't think they give them as much weight as they used to.
Gotcha.
They really they read the page these days. But they're still good to have.
Yeah, so you might as well stick them in there.
Just to be complete.
Okay, well, that takes care of that.
Okay, so we can save this page and go back and fix all of our little quirks on the other pages.
Mm-hmm. Do we have to re-add that meta tag on all pages?
If you want to have meta tag on every page, then yes.
Okay.
I don't think it's very necessary.
Because this will just link you to the home page if you
right.
Okay.
The search engine is gonna start here.
Okay.
And it's gonna see all those meta tags.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So I usually just put it on the home page.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna copy this text, this whole footer text, and we'll just paste it in under other pages.
Okay.
Let's close this one. Go to contact, and just real quickly here, go to layout. Go back to the top here. Let's fix our issue.
748.
And 257. And then...
So that was easy. And then down here we just select and paste.
Except it didn't. We'll have to reapply the footer. Oh, I know what happened.
What happened? Because I don't know what happened.
Let me show you what happened.
We got to bring that CSS over too?
Yes. Well... Let me show you. I'm going to close this one and not save the changes.
Okay.
Go back to the home page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back and select it. Now, you'll notice
copied it again.
I just copied the text again, but that's what we're going to look at here. Is we have footer disclaimer, and at the top we have footer. Now, footer disclaimer is a style sheet that's embedded into this page.
Okay.
Footer is part of the basic CSS file, which is the global style sheet.
Okay.
So what we need to do is add this to this.
Okay. Is there a way to do that?
Let's find out.
Okay.
I've never done it before. I think what I'm going to do is close this one first.
Mm-hmm.
Double click on this guy. Copy the source. Just get those two lines, cut it out. Now this is going to break as soon as I do that.
That's fine. Yeah, it should go white.
Right. Then go back to our footer and this is the global.
Right.
This affects everything.
Right.
Go back to our source and just paste it in. Go back.
And voila,
it comes back.
Yeah.
So now when I hit save, everything should be hunky dory, and it is.
Wow, and you just made that up?
It's all good.
You rock. Let's see if it works, though. I'm skeptical. Let's see if it works.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Well, not here. Let's try it on the other pages. I'm sure it works here.
Oh, fine. Okay, go to contact.
Get all snippy. All right. Oh, great. Yeah. Okay, so you do rock. Nice.
On occasion.
On occasion.
All right. So we're good there.
Sweet.
Let's fix our issue here, 748.
748 again.
And 257. Save.
Fortunately, that doesn't break anything else on the page.
Yeah.
Because it's such a simple page.
Yeah. 748. Now, if you had to do this to like 50 pages, I probably wouldn't do this. GoLive has a really killer find and replace, and it works just like any other find and replace, like in a word processor.
Sure.
And I would probably just...
You just find that bit in the source code.
Right, exactly. And then find and replace our new values. But since we only have a couple pages, this is going to be just as good.
Yeah, you could go into the source of that particular grid layout and just say, yeah, that'd be real easy.
Yeah. 257. I'm going to save that one. Oh, you know what I'm not doing?
What are you not doing?
I'm not pasting our new line at the bottom. So let me go ahead and do it to this one.
What have you done?
That's what I've not done.
Okay. Oh, what have you not done? That's okay.
We'll go back and edit to those two. In fact, I'll start.
First thing here. Kablam.
So 748, 257, save. Go back to news.
And yeah, just paste that in.
Paste. This is good. Go back to history. Paste that in. We're almost done. In fact, we are done.
We are done. Awesome.
We're done. So let's publish it.
Yeah, let's publish it up. Got to change just about everything. So
Yep.
we'll click OK. Give it just a second. Probably won't take that long.
Nah.
Ding, 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 ding. And kablam. And we got to test it.
Oh, right. You have to click on something.
Click on something, and here comes Firefox. Let's go over to Web. And there it is. And we're here. We just didn't notice the change because it's exactly the same site.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have our little link down there at the bottom. And there's our news.
Oh, there's
we got to center align all those. See, this is what
back.
testing is all about.
You bet. I'm going to open up our index real quick. I noticed that I didn't fix it on our bottom line, so it's 257.
Gotcha.
So I know the rest of that is okay. Save and close.
Gotcha.
Contact. I'm going to click outside here.
Yeah, that 257 is just to clear out the vertical one pixel problem.
I'm going to save
clean out the horizontal.
Now history.
Just more of the same. Click in the gray area. Yep. Center.
News. Center. Save and close.
Close.
And center. Save and close. And then do we do testimonials? Let's find out. No. Save and close. Update. Everything. Published. We are published. Let's check all of our links.
And
what happened here?
It might just not be reloading properly.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't get the news.
Might not have got the news page.
Let's try it.
It happens.
It happens to the best of us.
You're only human. It says it's centered. No, it's not. Okay, yeah. Click. Try again.
And
close. Save.
Save. Upload just this one guy.
And try it again in Firefox.
And that would be web.
And go straight to the news.
Testimonials, history, contact. I believe.
Let's go ahead and try out the 3D Buzz link on one of them.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we can back up and go right back to our site. So there's really only one thing left I want to do, which is submit our new site to Google so that people who Google search are a little more likely to find it. Right. Google sends out their own little snooper bot that kind of finds new pages, but there's really no guarantee they'll ever find your site.
Yeah.
So submitting it to Google is just a way to kind of help them along so that if people are Google searching, which a lot of folks tend to do, they are a lot more likely to come across your site. So let's see how we can do that.
Okay. You want to go to www.google.com/add URL.
Well, that's convenient.
We have a special page for you, and in here you will type the URL of your page.
Okay, which in my case is web.3 3dbuzz.com/squiggly and then logging.
Now you'll notice in their instructions they want you to add the HTTP.
Okay, yeah.
So go ahead.
So let's make sure we put that in there. And let me get my cursor back over here where it belongs. We have HTTP : not backslash, but / And you may also add comments or keywords that describe the content of the page. Let's see. Tutorial site.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I think that'll work.
Okay.
And to help us distinguish between sites submitted by individuals and yada yada, basically they want you to type in what you see here.
Right.
So let's see. In this case, it's GACTI, which is going to be different for you guys, I'm sure. And I guess with that, we go ahead and click Add URL. Thank you. Your URL has been successfully added, and so on and so forth. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's all. We're totally done with that. So we can close this. We're back in GoLive, and we are finished.
Yeah, we're completely done.
We are totally done. Our site is 100% up and ready.
Yeah, hit save.
So yeah, make sure you do hit save. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and bring this VTM to a close. Now, we have talked about a lot since this whole thing opened up. And we started off with conceptual ideas, where to begin with your website.
Right.
All we really started out with was we knew what our company did and we had a name.
Right.
It just so happens we had a few graphics, we had a logo and whatnot, but everything else that you've seen, all that you see when you go to the web, in fact, let's go ahead and bring the page up. Everything you see here is the result of a long process. You are not going to sit down and in a few hours or sometimes even in one day come up with a full, beautiful site that is going to stand on its own perfectly with no help.
Until you're really, really, really good.
Until you're really, really, really good and ready for a job. And hopefully we're helping you get to that point. Yeah. What I'd like you guys to do is to keep in mind all of the steps we showed you. Because we talked about brainstorming. We talked about sketching out your ideas. Get your ideas out to other people before you make the website. Get input. Get feedback. Make sure you toughen up a little bit. A designer's job is to accept feedback, good and bad. If you show your site plans to somebody and they say, well, that's terrible, that's fine. Maybe they're being a little harsh, but take it into account because chances are there's a reason they said that. So go through the entire thing. After you get your sketches set out, start laying things out in Photoshop. Use those skills that you have. If you need more Photoshop training, get it. It's going to come with time. We showed you quite a bit. If you follow along with our videos, you could probably apply that to create really any site you want to make.
Sure.
So, once you've got it in Photoshop, you're going to slice it up and bring it over. No, actually turn it into a series of images. You're going to go over into GoLive and start laying out, in our case, the tables that actually build the site. Right. That's where you're going to have to start doing some planning. Create a table, start spacing out your cells so that it kind of lines up with what you had over in Photoshop. You'll bring in those images, you'll add in your text, and really from there it's all up to you. What would you like to link to? How many pages do you want to make? And the sky's the limit.
Yeah, and remember to test.
Remember to test. Test a lot. Test on browsers like Firefox. Go ahead and test in Internet Explorer.
Because you saw how some things look different in the preview browser from the Firefox browser.
Indeed. I mean, if you know that people who are going to your site are going to be Mac users, you might want to grab a Macintosh computer. And what are some of the Mac browsers? They have Opera.
Safari is the main one. And Firefox.
And Firefox.
Yeah.
So there you go. So again, try not to, in fact, there's no try. Do not, there is no try. That's a famous quote. Do not slight any part of this process, because the whole thing is going to help you. I mean, if you sit back and you think to yourself, I don't need to brainstorm. I know exactly what I want. Do it anyway. Yeah. Get that brainstorming out, because in the process of writing those things down, talking to other people with about your ideas, chances are very likely you're going to come up with better ideas than you had before.
Right.
And, again, every single part, everything we've shown you is so important. So that is going to wrap it up for this video and this VTM. Rob, I'd really like to thank you. You did an excellent job in this video.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely fabulous.
I hope everyone learned something.
I'm sure they did. I'm totally sure they did. I can't wait to get you back here for another video. You guys, thank you for watching, and that is going to take care of us. We are out of your hair, and you may now go on about your business designing your new sites. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, thanks.
Take care.